All right, let's just jump right into this. Think about how many hours we spend on YouTube. I mean, it's got to be thousands, right? We know the search bar, the like button, the subscription bell. We know all of that like the back of our hand. But have you ever stopped to wonder what story is being told at the very, very bottom of every single page? Turns out, it might just be the most important one of all.
No, really, think about it for a second. You scroll past all the recommended videos, you go through the comments section, and then what? Right at the end, before there's nothing left to scroll, there's this little cluster of words. It's so familiar that we've all kind of become blind to it, but what actually is it?
And there it is. At first glance, it just looks like a boring legal jumble, doesn't it? You know, the typical fine print you're supposed to ignore, but it's not. What you're looking at right here, this is the fundamental blueprint of one of the biggest media platforms in human history. Every single link is a key, a clue to understanding how the whole thing actually works.
So in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct that blueprint. We'll take this list of links and turn it into a clear story, covering the company's identity, its business model, the rules you agree to just by watching, and even where it's all headed next.
Okay, first up, the corporate face. I mean, before we can even begin to understand the billions of videos on the platform, we have to get a handle on how the company itself wants to be seen by the world. This is its official identity, its public handshake, if you will.
So these first few links, they might seem straightforward, but they're absolutely crucial. About is where YouTube tells its own story, its mission. Press, that's the carefully curated information hub for journalists. And Contact Us, well, that's the official front door. Together, these three links are all about controlling the company's public narrative.
Now, let's move on, because this is where it gets really interesting. This next part of the footer is where we find the engine, the thing that actually powers the entire platform. And it's not just one thing, it's this incredibly powerful three-part system that makes everything you watch even possible.
So here's a classic question that you hear about pretty much any free online service. If you aren't paying for the product, what are you? Well, the answer is hiding in plain sight right here in the footer, and it reveals the three key players in the entire YouTube universe.
And here it is, the whole system in action. You've got the creators who make all the content we love, then you have the advertisers who pay to get in front of the audiences watching that content, and finally, you have the developers who are building new tools and experiences on top of the platform. It's this perfect loop where each part feeds the others.
So the takeaway here is huge. This isn't just a list of different groups. This is the engine room of YouTube. It's this dynamic, buzzing intersection where creative content, hard commerce, and cutting-edge code all smash together to create the experience we use every day.
All right, now we get to the part that pretty much everyone skips, the legal stuff. But hey, don't tune out. This isn't just boring fine print. This is the invisible contract you digitally sign every single day. It lays out the fundamental rules of the road for every single person on the platform.
Just let that sink in for a moment. That simple click on a play button, it's not just a request to watch a video. It's an act of agreement. You are literally entering into a legal contract, and the links we're about to look at define every single piece of that deal.
First one up is terms. This is the big one. You can think of it as the constitution for the entire nation of YouTube. It outlines what you can do, what you can't do, what YouTube owes you, and what you owe them. It really is the master document for everything.
Next up, privacy. And this one, well, this one's all about your data. Every search, every video you watch, every comment you leave, this document spells out exactly what information YouTube is collecting about you, how they use it, and what rights you have over it. It's a big deal.
Then we have policy and safety, which is all about the content itself. This is where you'll find the famous community guidelines. It's the official rulebook that decides if a video stays up or gets taken down, and it tries to draw that incredibly difficult line between free expression and keeping the platform safe.
And finally, copyright. In a world built on user-generated content, this is everything. It's the legal framework designed to protect creators' work from being stolen, and it lays out all the complex rules around fair use and who owns what on the platform.
Okay, so for our final section, we're going to look to the future. Because the footer doesn't just tell us how YouTube works right now. It actually gives us a little peek into how it's being built and where it's going. This platform is anything but static. It's constantly changing.
These last two links are just fascinating. How YouTube works is this rare shot at transparency, giving you official, albeit simple, explanations for those mysterious algorithms.
and test new features, that's a direct invitation to you, the user, to become a beta tester and actually help build the next version of YouTube.
I really love this way of thinking about it. It's so true. YouTube is like a city that's perpetually under construction, always being rebuilt. And these links are basically your VIP pass to get behind the fences and see the construction site for yourself.
So, as we start to wrap this up, it's pretty clear, right? That little strip of text at the bottom of the page is so much more than just legal jargon. It's a map, a comprehensive map to an entire digital nation, complete with its own economy, its own laws, and its own citizens.
And here's how that whole journey comes together. We've decoded the blueprint into 4 main parts. We've got the corporate face, which is its official identity, the platform partners, which is the economic engine, the rules, which is your legal contract, and the future, which shows us where it's all going.
And then, right at the very end, there's the final piece of the puzzle. Just a quiet but incredibly powerful reminder of who owns this entire digital nation we've been exploring. All of this, the creators, the commerce, the code, it all lives under the massive umbrella of Google.
So, I'll just leave you with this question. The next time you find yourself at the bottom of a YouTube page, you're not just going to see a list of words anymore. You'll see the blueprint, you'll see the map, you'll see the story. So, what part of it are you going to explore first?